Hey everyone, Zed here with RC Plus Hobbies. Today we're going to be taking a look at a truck that was sent to us by our friends over at H.R.P. Distributing. This one is a Blackzon Slyder. It is a little 1/16 scale monster truck. It is a subsidiary of HPI. This one is kind of a model that they sent us to check out, see what we think of it. We've never had this truck before. It is more of an entry-level truck. They're going to be, for the brushed one, about $88, and then the brushless version they offer will be about $125. So definitely, pretty friendly to the pocket. But the main question is just going to be kind of checking out the quality of it. I don't expect too much at that price point. It's definitely not going to be up there with, Traxxas and Arma as far as the general quality. I don't assume anyways. I could be surprised. We'll see. But yeah, let's go ahead. There's a couple things to note on the box. They do come ready to run, so they've got everything in the box: battery, USB style charger, 4-wheel drive. They do have LED lights. You do have to install them yourself, but it does come with them, and it's not a hard install either. And then it says waterproof. We really don't like that term, but water resistant would be probably the right term for it. And then it does come with a controller as well. So let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, so here is the little Blackzon Slyder outside the box. We did already put the lights in it, but we'll just kind of give it a quick little spin here so you can see how it looks. You do have to apply the stickers. I'm sure I got them on crooked, but I think it's okay. Let's go ahead and pull the body off here. These little clips do have little pull tabs, which is kind of nice for getting a hold of them. Definitely help for kids being able to grab them and take them off. Oops. Pull the body off here. Little Lexan body. It's actually fairly strong. I don't think that one's going to crack too easy. And looking underneath here, these are not oil-filled shocks, so they are relying purely on the springs. It is pretty bouncy. It is using, peek in here, it's got an upper and lower A-arm setup. It is double shear. It's all Phillips hardware, which is kind of a bummer. At this price point, I mean, that's to be expected, but it's always nice when you see hex hardware. Makes your life a lot easier. We've got a little 2-in-1 ESC receiver, little brush motor. Oh, sticker, get off there. Comes with an 800 milliamp hour 2-cell LiPo battery with Dean's plugs. And you can see the wiring. I actually have a hole, if I can get a view of it. It's kind of hard to see, but basically there's a hole in the shock tower. Maybe this side, there we go. A little hole in the shock tower where you can route the wires through, and then they give you a little 3M sticky tape so you can stick it down to the little chassis spine there, and then it just plugs right into the ESC. Pretty basic. Seems like pretty good construction though. The plastics are they're rigid but flexible, so should hold up to some abuse. I don't think it's going to go that fast, so I bet you can beat up on it pretty good before it's an issue. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and there's not too much to talk about really. It is 4-wheel drive. It does use a steel center driveline. However, it does use a lot of plastic past that, so the drive axles, they are a CV style in the front, but they are plastic. The out drives, if I can get in there, whoop, it is plastic out drives, and then it's also plastic spider gears inside the diff, plastic ring and pinion, and plastic spur gear, which again, at this price point, that's kind of all to be expected. But let's go ahead and take it outside for a drive. We'll see how fast it goes. I think we're also going to get it out on the track and just kind of have some fun with it out there too. Really quick before we take it for a drive, I just wanted to compare it to an Arma Granite Grom. You can see that the Blackzon is just a little bit wider, a little longer overall, which again, being a 1/16 makes perfect sense. They do also have two different versions of this truck. There's the MT we're looking at in the video, and then there's an ST, and they come in a few different colors, as well as brushed and brushless versions of the truck. They do offer optional pieces as well, some aluminum components and steel components to help strengthen up the drivetrain as the plastic starts to break, because it is inevitably going to give out. All right, we're out here in the alleyway with the Blackzon Slyder. One thing I didn't point out, the on-off switch is located right on the side of the truck. So you don't have to pull the battery or pull the body off to turn it on and off. You just press and hold a little button here. I don't know if I can get it. It's a little hard to press sometimes. There we go. LED lights are on. It's all on, ready to go. Got the GPS unit mounted on top. Get that guy set down here. Let's get it reset. It's a little rainy outside. I was hoping to not have to do this on a rainy day, but it is what it is. It's supposed to be water resistant, so we'll find out. Quick look at the controller. Just a basic little pistol grip controller. Steering trim does have a speed switch, so you can, as a throttle limit, you can turn it down so it's not quite as fast, but like I said, I don't expect it to be that fast. Steering reverse, on-off switch. Does have an auxiliary button, which I'm not exactly sure. I don't think it's hooked up to anything on this one because I press the button and the LED lights don't turn off or on, so. But yeah, let's go ahead and see how fast it goes here. Got 16 miles an hour. It's actually not bad for a little brush truck. That's especially something that's not even $90. A little slippery out here with the water, but it says it's water resistant, so let's go through a puddle. It actually drives pretty good. I mean, it's you know, not super fast. It's a little springy. The suspension, since it doesn't have oil-filled shocks and it's relying just on the springs, you know, you can see it's a little jiggly, but the tires are actually fairly grippy. Yeah, it's not a terrible little truck for the price. It'd definitely be a good one for little kids just to kind of get out and mess around with, you know, a little starter truck. Cool. It's slick out here. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's a neat little truck. Alrighty, so that's the Blackzon Slyder. Took it out on the track, ran it around a little bit, tumbled it, had some fun with it out in the alleyway, get it up to its top speed. A couple things that I forgot to cover. Basically just what, I mean, I talked about some of the stuff, but I didn't show it. So it's got a little baggie that comes with some extra clips. This is that charger that we were talking about. It's just a basic USB charger, plugs right into the balance lead of the battery. It does come with a booklet that goes over how to apply the stickers and just the functions of the controller, functions of the speed control. Pretty good information overall. And then it is kind of nice in the back. If I can get it to open up here. One-handed's not easy. There is actually a parts explosion, so it shows you how everything comes, or, you know, supposed to kind of come apart, go together with all the part numbers. So that's kind of nice. Not everybody does that, and for the price, they especially don't usually do that. So yeah, that is nice. Random zip ties, I didn't use them, but that's supposed to be for the lights to secure it inside the car. But yeah, you know, I don't know, for $88, it's definitely a neat little truck. It has its shortcomings. It's very bouncy without having any sort of shock coil, just relying on the springs. But that also made us kind of giggle as it was going around the track, just hopping everywhere. Fairly durable. We've beat it up, you know, not ruthlessly, but we've definitely tumbled it. And so far, I mean, there's really no wear on it. A little bit here and there. We were jumping it off of a table, so, you know, there's a little yellow mark from a thing we were driving up onto, and a little bit on the front bumper there. But yeah, I mean, it's held up really well. So for the price, it's not a bad little truck. There's a couple things that I would recommend, you know, changing out, maybe finding some actual oil-filled shocks for it, and down the road, you know, throwing the metal pieces in it as the plastic pieces break wouldn't be a terrible idea. So, well, cool guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below as always. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.